Welcome to the Sophia Chang Show. I never thought that I would say this, but some of my best friends are Hufflepuffs. Welcome back to Hogwarts. It's been 3 years since I recorded Why I Am a Gryffindor, the Back to Hogwarts special from September 1st, 2019. A lot has happened since then, but the biggest thing is that a lot of my views from there no longer apply. This is why I'm so glad that I did my 20s before the age of social media. Yeah, we had some, but for the most part, all of my atrocious viewpoints are stricken from the eternal record. Sadly, that also goes for my hottest days, those days when you had like the flat stomach and the big perky boobs, and as opposed to now, my resemblance to a melting snowman. Let's just summarize my pandemic body as melting snowman. It's pretty accurate, but damn, those desserts were good. But back to Hogwarts. The biggest things that have changed is how I view the houses. And since then, I have discovered the Sorting Hat chats, which I promote religiously. My former church would be so jealous to hear what an acolyte I am of the Sorting Hat chats. It's hard to describe. They call it a conversation, but it's some kind of like part quiz, part you quiz, part like MBTI, part choose your own adventure. I think it's like these two chicks who got together and wanted to be super, super clear, like as nerdtastic as possible about their terms. And so they came up with this hyper extensive quiz for those of us who do nothing but really focus on ourselves. So hand fully raised. That was me. I took the quiz and my life changed. This was more accurate than astrology. And I used to make my money doing this combination of astrology and oracle card readings. I was damn good too. I was very accurate. I was new. Okay, I'm not like whatever. What is that? Linda Goodman's love sign. That's not like I have extensive experience, but I have really good intuition. But damn, Sorting Hat chats kind of blew that all out of the water. It really does sort people into, I would say, where they need to be. So if you haven't taken it, I've plugged it enough. God, do you think I could get a sponsorship from it? No, I doubt it. It's all a labor of love. Harry Potter, a fandom is a labor of obsession, actually. So I took the quiz and surprise, Gryffindor primary, Gryffindor secondary, hell yeah, Jock House in the house. That was very embarrassing, and that's okay, because guess what? I'm 40. We don't give a fuck anymore. Yeah, oldest millennials. I'm watching Hacks these days, and the really fucking annoying lead younger girl, Jean Smart is a treasure, but the annoying entitled SJW younger one, she's Gen Z, and there's a line that she says where she goes, "There are millennials who are 40." And I was like, oh yes, I would raise the roof, but I'm bedridden right now because my sciatica has been acting up for the last 3 months, and the American healthcare system, Blue Shield, I'm looking at you, thanks for screwing me over. They've been sitting around, dicking me around, getting me needed, necessary MRIs to prevent permanent nerve damage. So strangely, I complained about them on Twitter very, very caustically. I said, it's probably going to be the tweet that's right below this one. But I said, I just realized finally that they have withheld life-saving treatments from me, including chemo, so many times that we finally realized they are waiting for me to die. So they no longer have to pay the hospital. As soon as I wrote that, and this other girl jumped in and was like, yeah, fuck the man. Okay, that's not what she said. That was the gist of what she said. That seems to be what Twitter's about these days. And immediately, some rep from Blue Shield was like, oh my God, I would love to address this issue. But strangely, within a day, my initial MRIs were approved. But yeah, so this is life as a 40-year-old millennial. I hope you all have this to look forward to. So you're screwed. So back to Hogwarts, see, when you're old, you get to go on these amazing tangents that's basically just about you ranting about your sciatica. I never thought it would happen to me. I thought I'd be hot forever, and apparently that isn't how life works. But because I'm a millennial, I refuse to admit it. So I'm just going to be mad about it and subject all of my listeners to it, and about my nonstop talk about how Gryffindor is the most awesomest thing on earth. So in the podcast from 3 years ago, I went on and on about how Ravenclaw, I don't know, I actually expressed some positive things to say about them, possibly some mutual respect. That is out the window. I just want you all to know I have no good things to say about Ravenclaws, not a single one. And that might be because I know some now. I think back then I was just like, oh, everybody's great. And then, let's all make fun of Hufflepuffs. Now, I'm still going to make fun of Hufflepuffs. That's still, where else do you find joy in life when you're 40 and you have sciatica? But I will say that Ravenclaws scare the bejesus out of me. They really do. I don't understand them. They're hyper logical to the point where I feel like they have zero emotions, and I'm scared talking to them. Does it sound like I've been burned by a few Ravenclaws? No, me bitter. That's just this should be called the bitter Sophia Chang show. They scare me. They really do. I don't trust people who robotically go through logic and rationality. I can't abide by it. The big Hufflepuff, if you go through the Sorting Hat chats, you'll see that Hufflepuffs and Ravenclaws are grouped together in the sense that they put they are externally organized, whereas Gryffindor and Slytherin have internal compasses. Do we sound completely subjective? Fuck yeah! You got a problem with it? I don't care. I have a very, very strong sense of inner, moral compass. And so that is why Gryffindors get so goddamn angry at injustices. I've had the pleasure. I don't find a lot of Gryffindors. I don't know why. I find a shit ton of Ravenclaws in fandom, which again scares the crap out of me. Starts to make me think that people are losing their ability to relate to other people. I'm just saying. I can't. Ravenclaws. I can't. I'm terrified. They're gonna listen to this and I don't know, come up with some they're not gonna listen. Are you kidding? Ravenclaws don't care about us. So, yeah. I've gotten to know a few. So this is where I start to make my confession. I can't believe it, but I really get along with Hufflepuffs. Is it because I'm an oversensitive millennial? Yes. 100%. Is it because I'm an ENFP? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm all about relating. I mean, the only thing about Hufflepuffs is they do seem to care more about the group over the individual, which can be a little scary. I don't like that communism. Did I say that? I don't. I'm not a fan of of like subsuming the individual any more than I'm a fan of the whole millennial thing of being like, I am a special snowflake. Like, I'm not okay with that extreme either. But I do think that you have to adjust for the individual. And look, we're people. Oh, we're not some kind of, I mean, what am I, a Ravenclaw? We're not some kind of like robotic, organized people according to an algorithm like my Beso spot does. I have to call her that because I do not want to incur her wrath. No, I don't want to activate her. And we have like two different systems in this. I don't even want, she rules my life. You guys know, there's that episode, what number is it? It's very recent, but it's Alexa ruined, Americans ruined audiobooks, but Alexa might be saving them, about my beef with the Beso spot. So go check it out if you want more rants from the 40-year-old millennial with the sciatica problem. Good God. Am I going to have to change my bio? I think I do. I'm no longer a frat boy. I'm like the aging frat boy. You know, the one who's got the thinning pate and up top and the sagging belly down below. Oh God, it's horrifying. That's me, isn't it? Yeah, that's me. I'm cool with it. You don't pay my bills. The fuck I care you think. But yeah, I recently, you know, and friendships, they go through cycles. My last one was all about friendships. And I do have an update on that. I promise I will eventually get into it, but had to go through another round of chemo, bedridden, sciatica, horrible. Blue Shield has been horrible. Anyway, you caught that. That was the TLDR for people who fast forwarded to this point. For those of us who actually listened word for word, you must be over the age of 35 and you still have your attention span. So give me a call. We can talk. We can talk for hours. Unless you're a Ravenclaw, I don't know if I do. I'm not sure so much about that. Like, I know we can have a good conversation. I know that you'll probably like never, ever talk to me again. What is with flaky Ravenclaws? Hufflepuffs, the door, I have to say, is open to you guys. You know, I really appreciate the kind of the empathy. I really need that. I've been through a lot of very, very shitty life events in this summer. So maybe that's what it is. But still a proud Gryffindor. That hasn't changed. Still really into being the dumb jock house. Really into that. Everything they say about us is true. Yeah, we don't care. Because we're the best. What do we care? But yeah, a lot of the things I said in that, I listen now and I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, no, I would get canceled now for that. Don't you all go running over to look it up. All you 18 to 22-year-olds who are apparently my like core audience on Spotify could not figure out why that was until I realized it was my description. My bio says I'm a frat boy. So I'm like, hold on, are you telling me that like Chuck and Brad and Chad and all of the brothers are like pausing in their weird, putting their testicles on each other's faces, even though they're homophobic, poking the goat in the cage? I don't know what fratties do nowadays. I don't know. I wouldn't even know what they did back in the day. But are you telling me that Chad is my target demographic? Because that's pretty fucking hilarious. Maybe I'll drop more sex advice because I feel like Chad needs it, right? Chad's girlfriend. What is it about Chad that you wish was different? Draw me a line, let me know. And this Gryffindor jock will see what she can do about it. I just want to thank you so much for listening to the Sophia Chang Show, whether this is your first episode, which is a fantastic episode to start on, by the way, or you've been listening since day one in 2018. Without you, I would just be speaking into an empty room, which is really weird. You can help me out by passing this on to your friends, leaving a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen. I'm all over the place. I just want to thank you for listening.